Okay, mate, I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but I'm afraid to say that some of them have failed quality control. We're going to need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
China, how we've missed you from the calendar. It's great to be back here in Shanghai. We've got free practice for you coming right up.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time. Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years' absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole? Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Iceman lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Gasly, Stroll, Ocon, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Albon, Bottas, Ricciardo, Zhou, and Logan Sargent. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them, and in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment, that they're doing what the team require.
But that's the thing, as a driver, it's easy to feel like you're the individual, it's all about you, and you want to further your career the best you can, but you have to have the team hat on as well and play the team game, work with your teammate as best you can. It's not an easy balance to figure out.
Drive-through penalty, you've got a drive-through penalty. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix. Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years' absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole? It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. Shanghai International Circuit then is a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, test their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and they're available into turn 1 and down the kilometre-long back straight into turn 14. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Iceman lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Perez, Gasly, Stroll, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Bottas, Magnussen, Albon, Ricciardo, Joe, and Logan Sargent. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. That they're doing what the team require.
Well, that's the thing, as a driver, it's easy to feel like you're the individual. It's all about you. And, you want to further your career the best you can, but you have to have the team hat on as well and play the team game, work with your teammate as best you can. It's not an easy balance to figure out.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. Okay, take it easy on the car, we can't sustain this level of damage. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, mate, after that front wing damage, we've got to look after it now. Please protect the front wing. Come on. Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate. Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
Nice one. Very lovely drive. On to the next one.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
There'll be smiles at the factory after that one. A great race and a real team performance to take victory here in Shanghai.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
Well, Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
been scouring the socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the wiser about us chatting with anyone else. And the meeting went well, too. I know. I'm amazing. You're welcome.